Well, never mind your Classicos or your Man United Liverpools or your River Bockers. We've got the real big game in world football here today. It's San Marino versus Andorra. So hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dodgy Gamer here with a new episode 29 of Andorra. Andorra, we're at the end of Season 3. We're going to do a roundup of the whole league season shortly. But first we're going to get back into competitive action with the Andorra national team as we take on San Marino in the opening match of our Nations League Division D campaign. So I'm going to give my formation that's been doing the trick with FC Andorra a try here today. So we're going with the 4-3-3 or 4-1-4-1 DM wide, if you want to go with the Football Manager way of labelling it. Just adjusted the roles slightly to fit this team better, so we've got a ball-winning midfielder instead of a deep-line playmaker. Straight-up centre-backs, no ball-playing defenders here. We've got Perez in the team. Hernandez of FC Andorra fame is not selected due to a suspension, but apart from that, we're pretty much full strength. Just want to highlight this guy making his debut, Jose Diaz, 16 years old, just come through the FC Andorra youth system. He was, in fact, the pick of the crop, according to my head of youth development. He hasn't played for Andorra yet. He's only had a couple of substitute appearances in non-competitive games, but we've thrown him straight into the national team. He's got high teamwork, natural fitness. Those are his two standout stats at this moment in time. Decent determination, work to be done, but at this level of football, we'll just take whatever we can get. Well, we're favourites, so I reminded them of that fact, but we'll also say we've got faith. That usually does the trick. Tunnel interview, and then we'll get straight into the match. Okay, they only wanted to ask me about the goalkeeper's lack of match fitness, which, he's a goalkeeper. It's not that big a deal, is it? Okay, throw in now as we approach the quarter-hour mark. Servos in for the suspended Hernandez, but he gives the ball away. He gets it back, though. Plays one over the top to Zarzana. Zarzana, wow! I liked what he was thinking there. Just over the bar, though, but another good effort. This is all going our way so far, and we've won a penalty. Zarzana will take it. Let's see what he can do here. Come on, Zarzana. Get us a goal. Zarzana steps up, strikes, and it's 1-0 Andorra. 1-0 Andorra. We have started off with a bang. Wow, let's have a look at this. Nice, confidently taken penalty by Zarzana. Good job. Okay, we've got a free kick now. Alonso whips one in. The keeper punches it out, and there's a chance for a break from San Marino here. But Rebez, the ball-winning midfielder, doing his job there perfectly. Servos again knocks it up towards Zarzana. But San Marino have got the ball. Can they keep it? Can they get into our half? Yes, they can. Can they get into our box? Yes, they can. Can they get off a shot? No, they can't. Good play by Servos. Covering a lot of distance in the game here. Zarzana's got it now. Can he square it into the centre? Yeah, he got ball in. It comes to Gonzalez, who scored. Got to him in a bit of a roundabout route. Took a little detour to Urbiniati. But that was great play. Good play by Zarzana to pull out wide. Gonzalez got himself into a dangerous position. And then just boom. Keeper didn't stand a chance. Throw in. Throw in now. Zarzana gets the ball out to Luedes. Alonso with the shot from the edge of the box. Antonio Alonso adds the third goal on the half-hour mark. This is turning into a bit of a thrashing for poor San Marino. So yeah, Zarzana picks it up from the throw-in. Back to Luero. Alonso just takes a touch to turn. Unleashes the shot. Nicely taken goal. San Marino now with an attacking throw-in. But we've got it. It's Alonso, the goal scorer, bringing it forward to the halfway line. He's got options. He uses one of them. We get it out to Perez. Been a bit quiet so far today, apart from the set pieces. Gets it into Gonzalez, but it's been disallowed for offside. At least I noticed for once. San Marino going for the long ball now, but we just keep beating them to it in the air. Perez now. Perez gets the fourth goal. Fantastic long angled pass by Antonio Gonzalez. Perez just fires it home. Let's have a close-up look at that. You see there, Gonzalez takes it down, just looks up, spots his man. pings one over the defence. Perez, he doesn't even need to take a touch. Just hits it first time, beats the keeper at his near post. Well taken goal. All right, did the old stay focused. Don't get complacent, because they were getting complacent towards the end of that second half. Let's see if we can add to our tally in the next 45 minutes. Right then, Servos with it again, making a run down the left. The space is opened up for him. He plays it ahead to Perez. Perez, is he going to shoot? Is he going to cross? I don't think he really did either. All right, couple of substitutions just to get some fresh legs into the game. Hand out a debut to this guy, the Pasta, 17-year-old at Santa Colima in the Andorran League. And here we go with our next attack. Reeves pings one forward to Zarzana. Zarzana plays in Gonzalez. He's got an overlapping man if he needs him, but he doesn't even see him. Never mind. But we've still got the chance to build the attack from here. Elias just come on as a substitute. Plays in Perez. Bit of back and forth with Zarzana. Perez with the shot. A well-taken goal. His second of the night and Andorra's fifth. So here we see Elias. Great ball out to Perez. Perez and Zarzana play the 1-2. Perez just beats his man. He doesn't even seem to realise that that's what happened and plays it in at the far post. Okay, a rare San Marino attack forming here. We've left a bit of a gap in the centre and they've got the chance to whip in across here. But I think he's given a penalty. The ref's given a penalty for a foul by Servos. I'm not so sure about that. Seemed to go down a bit easily if you ask me. Stefanelli scores a goal. Oh, that's a shame. Would have liked to have kept a clean sheet. But never mind. At least we're winning. Oh, is there a bit of a comeback on here for San Marino? Oh, maybe. They've just made it 5-2. Ooh, I'm a bit disappointed with how the defence have switched off here. Final substitution brought on Tiago Castro, another FC Andorra youth product. And are we going to get a goal here? Elias, oof, blocked by the keeper. A bit of a goal-mouth scramble going on there, but we got another corner. 5 minutes left. Castro, the substitute, takes it. It comes out to Elias on the edge of the box. He's got no one there out wide supporting him. His cross goes to no one in particular. But another corner now. It's Castro again who's taken over from Perez on the corner-taking duties, it would seem. Pasta gets caught in possession almost. Elias with the shot. Thunderbolt from the edge of the area. Thor's hammer there from the edge of the D. There you see Pasta, I think he almost got dispossessed by his own man. And then Rebus Elias just says, thank you very much. Take that. And that's how it finishes. 6-2 for the national team, bouncing back from that disappointing result against Malta last time out. So, of course, we're going to tell the team, very happy with the result and the way you played. Well, that puts us in a nice driving seat for the group so far. The next match is in a few days' time, Estonia against San Marino. We got the rest of the international window off. What I'm going to do now, we've just got one more game to play for FC Andorra in the league, so I'm going to play that off camera, and then we'll be right back for an end-of-season review. So stick around for that. Fade to black. So we finally brought this season to an end, and, well, we achieved our goal. If you look at the table above me, 16th place is where we ended up finishing, so pretty decent. I was a bit concerned about us staying out of that bottom four at the start of the season. Most of you, dear viewers, said we could make it. I believe we did have a prediction back in the comments of 15th place, so we were just a point off that, and in the end, it wasn't comfortable mid-table safety, but it was safe enough. So obviously last game on camera was the narrow 1-0 defeat at Albacete with that late goal. After that we travelled to Deportivo La Coruña, pre-uneventful 0-0 draw, and then we got the game that secured our second division status against Villarreal. Now I was worried about this game earlier in the season when I thought, we're playing the top team in the league, and that's going to be our final home game of the season. And, there better not be anything riding on that. As it turned out, Villarreal turned up having confirmed themselves as champions the previous weekend. And they just, they were already mentally on holiday, and we were able to pick up a win. Lee Russell with an early goal, Perez with a brace. Very good way to wrap up our season, as it were. But then the following week, it was us who were in the position of our season being over and everything being settled. And we kind of failed to turn up at Oviedo, and we went down 3-1. Lee Russell, with a goal again, so it was good to see him reaching some goal-scoring form towards the end. And finally, I just played the match with Elche. It looked like we were going to win that, Benedetti giving us an early lead, but they equalised with 10 minutes to go. But 1-1, fair enough. So just taking a look at the squad, I've organised this by average ratings. So I think the key thing was, during that winter break, is when we started to play Ajuma more. He kind of settled in after a bit of a sulky spell, which I talked about before. And it's when we brought in Vukotic, who, I kind of couldn't work out the squad numbers, and then I just thought we're lacking a defensive midfielder to such an extent. I just have to bring him into the first team. He made a huge difference. Good news on the Vukotic front. I went back to Sporting Lisbon. Look at that, transfer arranged. He's going to join us full-time once we get to July. I put in an offer, I think it was about £120,000 they accepted for him. So fantastic piece of business for us. If he can produce that kind of form over a full season next year, I think mid-table is definitely on. Benedetti was a great signing. Whoa, Benedetti, bam da bam. He came in. Look at that, 16 goals, which for a team in our position is a very good return. 16 goals in the league, 4 goals in that cup run as well. 20 goals overall in the season. 20 goal a season striker. What more could you ask for? Also in fine form throughout the season, Eduardo Cortina, one of our signings from last season, made the step up. I was playing him more in a central midfielder role. We had that thing last season when he signed that he wanted to be played in this position as part of his initial contract. Signed a new contract now. We removed that clause. Now he's happy to play a bit deeper, and he's been very effective. 6 goals and 7 assists, average rating of 7.12. Also playing very well in the centre of the park, Javi Munoz. We signed him halfway through last season. They said he's got potential to be a first division player, although he's 27 now, but we're going to give him a chance to do that, I hope. No goals for him, but 6 assists across 32 games and an average rating of 7.05. Perez was in and out of the team a bit earlier in the season. He had some injuries early in the season, missed some games due to internationals. We were trying to give Millar a chance, but second half of the season he played consistently well. And look at his potential ability. We've got 5 stars, superb rating for the team. They're saying first division, La Liga level player he's going to be once he's fully developed. Still only 20. And in the end, 5 goals and 8 assists this season across 23 starts and 8 substitute appearances in the league. Also got a goal and a couple of assists in the cup as well. 3 goals for the Andorra national team. All round good season for him. So who's your FC Andorra player of the season? Let me know in the comments below. Let's have a look at what the media have come up with. Here we see the overall best 11. Of course, they've put Benedetti in there. And I think Munoz is a new addition as well. Angel Hernandez, Rafa Galvez, Julian Delmas, they've all been added. Okay, fans player of the season is Benedetti with Cortina and Munoz also featuring in the poll. Signing of the season, Benedetti. Young player of the season, Vukotic. And Cortina with the goal of the season. So season review. We were relegation certainties. Remember, we were, I think, 1,000 to 1. We were down at the bottom of the media predictions. So we've finished with our heads above water. Up and down season, we flirted with relegation. Sure, we did, but we managed to stay up. Match of the season was the 5-3 win over Numancia. Moment to forget? Yeah, let's forget about it. Budgets for next season. Transfer budget of £235,000. Not a huge amount, but I have already signed a few players, which I'll show you in a second. Wage budget 85k, which is up slightly from the current, I think, 78. Okay, they want changes to the club vision, so work within the wage budget is always there, and avoid relegation. I think we can manage avoid relegation, but I don't want to negotiate that. I'm happy with the budgets. So, yes, let's accept. Right, let's see if we can squeeze something out of the board here. So I'm going for increase the junior coaching, seeing as we want to bring through our Andorran players. They say, they're playing hardball on this one. We don't really have any rivals. I'm not going to threaten to quit. It's really important to me. And yeah, that did the trick. Nice one. All right, we tried for increased scouting range, more coaches. didn't fly. We've still got positive bank balance, though, over $1 million in the bank. We can see it's kind of dropped off a little bit during the season, not a huge amount, so that's good. And overall for the season, I get a B from the board. Pleased with the overall leadership of the team. They're a bit concerned with a couple of defeats and so on, but that's, par for the course. All's good with the transfers, the squad. Speaking of transfers, I've got 4 lined up already. So we've already mentioned Vukotic. Must have been having a bit of a funny evening one night at some point. I apparently signed Liam Miller on a permanent deal. Free transfer, so okay, that's not bad, but he's just not had a good season. He's got the ability, he's got the potential, but he didn't have a great season. Very inconsistent, but I don't know, maybe we can keep him with us for a season and sell him for a profit. More English players coming in. Taylor Harwood-Bellis, we're bringing him from Manchester City, central defender. He's got decent mental stats, very good physical stats, and hopefully he's just going to give us a bit more solidity in defence. And finally, someone who, to be honest, I just signed for the name, Stanislav Krush. I might rename him Rusev. Anyway, bit low on determination, lower than my other players, but I think he's got potential to become decent. But of course, there's going to be much more transfer action over the pre-season. As definitely defence and goalkeeper, I'm looking to add more options there. I'm pretty happy with the midfield, with Benedetti up front. We're going to look for Russell to push on and Perez to push on next season as well. So that's it for today's episode. So, like I said, drop a comment down below who's been your player of the season and how do you rate our chances for next season. Should it be a season of consolidating our position, or should we perhaps be a bit more lofty in our ambitions? But yes, please do hit that like button if you've enjoyed today's episode. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Drop that comment down below. I'm Dodgy Gamer. See you next season.